Hello, everybody. This is a video response for Rick at Vintage Oddball Cards. Rick, I went with an all-vintage backdrop for you. I hope you appreciate that. Really got way more into vintage this year, partially in thanks to your channel and John Mangini collection and a few other channels. Really ignited my passion for vintage cards. The other factor is just not being able to get modern cards and the ridiculous prices. I figure I appreciate vintage, and I just like the history behind them, I guess. Congratulations on 800. It feels like we were just doing a video for 600 or 700. I don't know what you got going on there, but actually I do know. You got a great channel, great collection. I really like your videos, just straight to the point, and I appreciate that. You wanted to see some oddball stuff. I got a stack of things here. Very little of it's vintage, but I think some of it's just fun, and I hope you enjoy them, and your subscribers enjoy them, and maybe even some of my subscribers. So I went into my personal collection here and found some things that probably very few people have. We're going to start with the most modern kind of stuff, and then we'll work our way to the most vintage, as it were. A couple things here from Mariners. Food issue from, I believe, 98. These came in cases, 12 packs of Pepsi. I'm not focusing here. But it was a Mariners set. I don't think there was any other teams that got this particular Pepsi treatment. But I got that one myself out of a case of Pepsi that I made my mom buy. Wasn't that nice of me? Okay, here's something, one of those things that I know you're not going to see a lot of. Same era, kind of mid to late 90s Mariners. You ready for this? Okay, Eddie, you're losing it. That's not a card. That's a candy bar. Well, there is a card in here. Look, limited edition Joey Cora trading card. Collect all 4. So you can feel the card in here. I'm forgetting what it looks like. I probably have a raw one, but whatever. I just thought this was interesting, something that you're not going to see every day. And if my subscribers want to take up a little collection plate for my hospital bill, I'll eat that candy bar. Of course I won't. You know what I should do? I should send that to Pepino Man and see if he would eat it. Something tells me he would, because he's just that crazy. What's next? Again, same era, 90s Mariners. I got a few of these, and I had at one point probably 3 times this many, but I gave them away. These came from Dairy Queen, and they came in packs of 2 or 3. When you bought a Blizzard, you got a Griffey card, and there was 10 different poses, and there was a green version and a gold version, and these are just all the ones I still have. And if any of my some of them are a little rough, but if any of subscribers want some of these, I'll send up to 4, but I need you to provide a self-addressed stamped envelope. So first, I think I can do it 5 times here. I got 20 or so cards. First 5 to drop me an email and reserve 4 of these. I'll just pick them randomly. You need to provide a SACE and whatever kind of protection that you want them in. And I'll send some of those out. They're extra to me. I have so many. Okay, now we're getting to where a little more vintage era. One thing, I've been watching these videos, and I got thinking I wanted to try to go like without duplicating cards. I'm sure someone else is going to have some Hostess cards, but I have some panels here. And not only do I have Hostess cards that are panels, I have panels that are completely signed TTM. Check it out. Gene Tennis, Jose Cardinal, and the Spaceman, Bill Lee. Yeah, baby. Oh, we already got to stand up. Oh, and here's another one. I forget the years on these. Rick Waits, Ron Say, the Penguin, Al Bumbry. But wait, there's more. A third. Frank Tanana, Larry Boa, and wouldn't you know it, I don't have the Hall of Famer on here. That's okay. Maybe someday. I do see that he's signing, he's doing private signings and stuff now. But he's a Hoffer, so the price goes up, of course. I'm going to rewind, actually fast forward back into the 80s. Let me clear my way here. A lot of people know I'm a huge Alvin Davis fan. That was like my first kind of hero when I was growing up. Really the first Mariner that was worth going out to the ballpark to watch. And this isn't really a card. It's cut off of some kind of magazine cover. But I thought it was still interesting because I have not seen one of these anywhere ever. This is Alvin Davis. Here we go. At spring training, you can tell he's in the park with the big rock in it, or the Angels play now. I've totally lost my memory. That's where the Mariners used to train. Tempe, yeah, no, yeah, Tempe. You see that giant rock in the background of so many baseball cards. Anyway, so somebody gave this to me back when I had my Alvin Davis Super Collection, and I was just getting everything I could for Alvin Davis. And they said it was from 87 Red Foley cover. But he's number 61 on this card. But it sure looked like Alvin Davis, and I could never tell for sure. Until I met him. I've met him a few times now. But I showed him this. And I said, is that you, number 61? And he said, sure enough, that's me. That was my very first spring training. So I had to be taken from 83, I guess. Potentially. I'm not sure. But that would have been about 82, 83. So something definitely no one has except me. Not a card, but I can cheat a little bit. So now we get into legitimately vintage things. Big fan of Harvey Haddix. Here is a 61 Magic Rub-Off. So these were actually inserted into regular Topps packs, as you probably know, Rick. And there's one for each team, like team logo, and then one player for each team. And so the Pirates had Harvey Haddix was their representative, the kitten. And he's kind of drawn like a cat. He got that name in St. Louis because of his resemblance to an older player on the team, Harry Beechin, who was the cat. So Haddix was younger, newer. He was the kitten. Okay, this card, I don't think anyone has. I'd be impressed if you did. This is from 1932. It is a tobacco card from Germany, but it's actually Bulgaria Sports, and his set is, even though it's Bulgaria Sports, they're German, and there you see German on the back, and it was mostly like international track and field stars, soccer, fencing, equestrian, you name it. There's one American baseball player in this set, and it's this guy, German boxer Max Schmeling, standing next to Babe Ruth. I don't know what that card's worth, but I imagine it's a pretty penny. Here he is having some tea with his mom, and I came across this, and I thought, how many cards have athletes having tea with their moms? And I had to have it. Did a little research on Max Schmeling. At the time this card was released in the early 30s, probably the best boxer on the planet. He was not a Nazi. People say that he is. Maybe that's convenient for them, but He's actually on the record as not being a Nazi sympathizer. So I can feel a little better about having it, and I just think this is a cool card. I don't read German, but there you go, Rick. Some of this stuff you can get pretty easily, and you can even still find this for... You can find ungraded copies like that for 10 to 15 bucks. And there's some other cool sets. There's a couple other Americans in the set, but I think they're like swimmers and stuff like that. I don't think there's anybody extremely notable other than Ruth. But that's it, Rick. Congratulations. Again, 800. I don't know. You want a candy bar, man? I don't know what you do with it. Certainly do not eat it. Let me know if I should send that to Pepino Man. You guys think you would be up for it? Let me know below. That's it for now. Have a great weekend. Rick, congratulations again. 800 on your way. I think you're at 833 last I checked. On your way to 9 and 1K and beyond. Keep up the great work. Until next time, remember, we don't count subscribers. We count friends.